All right, this is Frank, and this is Frank's Yenko, and it's real. So tell us the story of this car.
The car was purchased on June 7th, 1969 as a graduation present from high school. Somehow,
Best parents
all
ever.
this incredible time, I've still been able to keep it. And my ongoing joke is, I have more history with this car than I've had with any lady I've ever gone out with. So I don't call it a her, it's a him, because he's a beast. But yeah, it's my pride and joy, and it's my time machine, and there's no descriptive adjectives or nouns that could describe the feeling of having this thing back. I haven't driven the thing in 37 years. It's my second time out with the car, and it's like it's a godsend. It's a real godsend. And now it's time to share it.
It's just such a clean car. I mean, ultimately the Restore came out really, really well. It's just crazy clean. And how many miles on it?
27 original.
27,000 miles on it. This is just nuts. I mean, talk about a unicorn in a field of, sheep. This is nuts. You just don't see Yenkos very much. And the ones you do see,
They're in private collections or maybe museums or.
yeah, they're not out rolling around for sure.
And Don's daughter Lynn and I are good friends. She freaked out. She worked on this car when she was a little kid.
Wow.
She put the graphics on it.
Wow.
On the original car. So it's like there is history here.
It's just amazing. It's so cool to see one. I mean, these have been in mythology in muscle cardom since I was in high school, and people were talking about, you can get this special Camaro if you know somebody at the car dealership or a GM. You can special order like this truck engine and make it into this massive race car. And we're like, really? Where? Show me one. I've never seen one, but I heard, it's like the Cosmolite Jeeps.
Sure.
The Jeeps and the plates. Those existed. A friend of mine bought one and built one.
Yeah.
But that was like in mythology among all the car dudes forever. The problem with them, it turns out, is you can only use it as a farm tractor because it's got no VIN, so you can't register it.
Yeah, gotcha.
As it turned out. So my buddy used to just drive it illegally with a plate off of his Peugeot. And he's in Weston, and he only drove it around town to go get groceries, and they knew it was, shady, and they just didn't worry about it. But this is just nuts. It's so cool to see one all just completely stock.
Original emblems are still on there and everything like that. And Lynn, if you notice, on all the other Yenkos, the upper leg where the three stars are, that blue, that was the original blue inside there. Lynn sat there and did a little extra zippity-doo and put the secondary color in there to sit there and make it kind of pop a little bit more.
Oh, totally. It looks amazing. The whole car is just so perfect. Great color, great wheels. These are the wheels.
These are the original wheels.
Those are the wheels you ordered it on. You've got good taste, dude.
I found these. I knew that the prototype and #1 had these, so I was able to find them. But a couple of really strange facts I was telling you about.
And you saved the headrests. You got to do that.
Saved the headrest.
That's so iconic to the car.
Had to. And originally, there was no cut die for the Camaro, so they used Chevelle striping. It was one and the same, but they were too big. Chevelle's a lot longer in '69. So what denotes Yenkos, real ones, is the splice. It has to have that splice.
Oh, I saw that.
If it doesn't have that splice, it's
not real. Yeah,
it's a kit.
Right. I saw that when I walked up on the car, and you never say anything about stuff like that to the owner, but because you look for stuff, I noticed that, and I was like, well, that's odd, but they must have just had a short vinyl and
it has to be
it.
X number is an inch and a quarter here from here. It just has to be a quarter-inch overlay.
Interesting.
And then another thing that's really strange.
I wonder why they had to do that.
Because it was the Chevelle thing was too long, so they didn't want to do another die, so they just sat there and did a splice.
I got you.
Another interesting factor: on most of the Yenkos, you'll see clone or real ones. They sit there and have the thing like this. It's silver, but it's got 5 stars here, 5 stars here. Ricky Smith down in Virginia is a big Yenko restoration guy, and he gave to a friend of mine 4 sheets. those are the original decals from Yenko.
Oh my God.
Period. He gave me four full sheets of them.
Wow.
And he goes, here, give this to Frank, to a friend of mine who has a Yenko Chevelle down there.
That's crazy. Yeah, this thing came together so well. It's just gorgeous. It's perfect. All right. I'm going to post this to the Camaro forum, and all the guys are just going to be beside themselves.
And I'll sit there. Let me sit there and do one thing. I got a smudge. You know me.
Such a nice car.
And I'll sit there and close the hood and get a shot of it that way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got to hear this thing.
Then we get the full spectrum of it.
Absolutely. You're like me.
Go away.
Always looking, especially in the sun like this, it's so hard to keep it clean.
Yeah, oh, believe me.
You should try black.
Oh, believe me.
Both this one and the Camaro are black, so I have like 2 acres of pain that I have to keep clean all the time. It looks so nice for the 5 minutes it's clean.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So let's hear it. Fire it up.
Hopefully it'll still stay warm. It takes more damn time to get this thing warmed up. And I kept on playing with the idle, because I wanted to keep it around 800. So all of a sudden, but when it warms up, it wants to jump up to 1100. So I said, listen, if this is what you like, then that's what you like.
Yeah, just throw it in neutral at lights.
That's all.
I have to do that with mine too, because it tries to pull. Sounds like high school.
Yeah, it does. It's like team spirit, man.
Absolutely. Takes me back to being 16 again. Ah, so good. Oh, Frank, thank you.
Oh, hey.
These guys are going to be into this. All right, guys, I'll post this and you have fun with it. Later.